guys, English here. In today's video, I'll be doing a beginner's guide on how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Right here's my cube, which I honestly don't remember what brand it was, but it costed $14. Pretty good design though. Before I begin, you need to know the Rubik's Cube notations, which I'll show you right now. Each letter stands for a side of the cube, which you turn it clockwise based off how it would be if it were facing you. So the top side would be U, so U, and prime is turning it counterclockwise, so this will be U prime. This is the front side, F, F prime. The right side is R prime. Left side is L, L prime. The bottom is D, which is D, D prime, like that, see? The back is B and B prime, which is best if you know how to do that from this side, so you don't have to actually turn it and forget what's the front and the back, because some people do that. Now that you know that, we can move on to actually solving the cube. First, I'll scramble mine really quick. Try hard moments. So before I actually begin, there's a algorithm that you need to know. So it goes U, R, U prime, R prime. And I recommend you practice that, getting faster, because a lot of the algorithms require this. And you should practice it with your left hand as well. I do it with other fingers as well, because why not? Extra stuff I could do while scrambling. So the first step to actually solving the cube is finding the white cross. So right here, you want it to go across like that. These are edges, and so you want each white piece to match. Right now it doesn't match, but now it does. You want it for everything. Maybe you know how to do that, maybe you don't, but this is like the simplest part, so I'll just do it really quick, but slow enough so you can see what I'm doing. See, red, blue, and orange, and then green is over here, and there's the cross. So next step is getting the first layer. So you want everything over here to be white. Right now this is here, but that's not even where it's supposed to be. So just flip your cube over. You can look underneath if you need to find the parts. And so you want this to be over here, this to be down here, this to be over here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So to get this down here, you do the algorithm. It's slightly different though, but it's pretty much the same thing. So R, U prime, R prime, U, and then there it is. And for this, you just do it multiple times. So like this, U, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime. See, it's there now. So U, R, U prime, R prime, and then it's down. And you do the same for the rest of them. See? So the next step is the middle layer, which is where you get these colors to match. So right now you just flip the cube over, so yellow's on top, and so you want this to be over here, but this needs to stay here. And so the algorithm would be U prime, F prime, U, F, and then you would do U, R, U prime, R prime. And so now it's down, and then We'll skip this one for now. Do the same thing here. So I don't think that was the same thing. But it's okay. You guys know how to do it. Can just rewind the video. For this one, you do U, R, U prime, R prime, and then you do U prime, F prime, U, F. Then there we go. And for this one, I don't know why I'm unable to remember what I even said for the algorithm. I just know how to do it my own way. So I hope you can forgive me for that one. But yeah, you should be able to get the second layer if you follow those steps. Going back to the situation that I had skipped earlier, if you end up with it like this, then just do R, U, R prime, U prime, then U prime again. And so you're gonna be the algorithm I'm about to tell you is gonna put these both where they match. So it's R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then you do F prime, U, and then F. See? The next step is getting the yellow cross, which I was actually messing with the cube earlier, so I no longer have the same pattern. But basically you want the same thing that you had on the right side. So what you're gonna do, if there's a line, then you just do F, and then R, U, R prime, U prime, and then F prime. See? Which, this is a type of situation you want, except you'd want this piece to be facing that way. Don't flip it though, because you're gonna mess it up. But there's other situations too, like this. If it appears this way, then you can do F, U, R, U prime, R prime, and then F prime. But it's not guaranteed to be this situation. There's multiple different ways that it could turn out, which I'm gonna show you how to actually get out of those situations. If I can get one of them. Let me see. Oh yeah, with the dot, you can just do either direction to find either a C shape or just a line. Yeah, so like, here's one of the situations. So, it doesn't really matter where you do it from. You can do, R, U, R prime, U, or U twice, and then R prime. And you can just do that over and over until you get a situation like this. The next step is orienting the yellow corners, which, if you have this situation, then you're on track. Otherwise, go back and try again. Unless you know a different way to solve it, of course. But there's two different algorithms you can use to make the whole top yellow, which is you orienting the yellow corners, these. And so, if you have it facing this way, my way of remembering is seeing the arrow, you start it that way, and then with this, you push it that way. So, it's pretty much the same algorithm you did before. So, like that. Which I'd recommend practicing to get that faster as well. It's easier to gain muscle memory for it. And then for this, since you're going down, it's R prime, U twice, R, U, R prime, U, R. And see, it does the same thing. So this part right here is actually a replacement because I accidentally deleted it earlier. But this is the second to last step, positioning the yellow corners. So this is like the hardest algorithm you're gonna learn. So you want to look for where there's two colors that match. See, it doesn't match anywhere else. And so the algorithm is R, B prime. Yeah, that's B prime. R, the front twice. R prime, B, R. I said front, but it's still F twice, and then R twice. That was probably confusing. The algorithm's on the screen though, so yeah, this is how I do it. It's pretty hard for me to do it slow and not mess up. But if you only have parts where it doesn't match, you can still do it. It'll work. So R, B prime, R, F2, R prime, B, R, F2, R2. And then gonna end up having to do it again. For that case, at least, because there wasn't anything that matched. See? And so when you do get it to match, you can just do the algorithm and then everything's gonna match. Have fun in the last step. If you've made it this far, then pat yourself on the back because you've made it to the last step. So the final step is positioning the yellow edges, which are these. So there's two algorithms for this as well, but since this is just for the beginners, then I'll only show one of them. I'll probably make a more advanced video later on. Maybe, maybe not. So this is actually my favorite algorithm and one of the fastest ones that I tend to do. So this algorithm moves this here, then this one over here, and this right here. So you're gonna have to do it twice. The other algorithm is literally just it backward though, so you can just read the algorithm backward and do it if you want to, and just skip to the end. So it's R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, and then R twice. Just like that. And so I just go like that, and boom. It's pretty fun for me. I don't know about y'all's eyes, but yeah, if you need, I can just repeat it again, slowly. Since most of the algorithms I do is based off muscle memory, I tend to mess up when I do it slowly because I'm used to doing every algorithm quickly. So if you made it this far, then congratulations, you now know how to solve the Rubik's Cube the basic way. This is gonna be the final part of this video. I'm gonna be using as much of the beginner's method as I can, trying to avoid using too much CFOP because I'm used to doing it, so I might accidentally do so. So Let me begin now. Hopefully you've successfully learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and if you have any questions, then please leave a comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.